Hey, I'm Manjusagar aka Mentl Manja, and right now I'm on a 5-month overlanding trip in the Himalayas. And this here is my review of the Bikeratti Meridian Waterproof gloves that I've picked up from letsgearup.in. Let me begin the review with the sizing. These gloves fit one size larger. That is, if you are, for example, a medium in most of your dry riding gloves, you will have to pick up a large. And once you have the right size, getting them on for the first couple of times is gonna take a bit of getting used to. But once you get used to them, they are pretty comfortable. And once you have them on, riding on the motorcycle is again going to be pretty easier because they break in pretty well. This has a leather outer construction, so it does take leather generally takes time to break in, but these break in really fast. They also come with touch sensitive fingertips for the thumb and the index finger on the right hand. And to be very honest, in the few list of gloves that I have used, about 3 or 4 different pairs of gloves that I've used, these actually are the best touch sensitive gloves that I have. Now coming to the main topic of discussion, and that is the performance in rain. Well, I've been using these gloves for the past 3.5 months and about 15,000 kilometers on this ride. I've used them in Ladakh, in Spiti, in Bhutan, and now in Nepal. And currently I am in Mustang in Nepal. Well, all these 3.5 months, I got to ride them in rain for about 2 days. And in these 2 days, the first day was really wet and cold. It rained for a very long period of time. And in that, the gloves held up well for the first 2 to 3 hours. But after that, they started leaking water in. Well, if you are in tropical climates, in South India, in Central India, it's really fine because that's not going to cause too much of a problem for you. But if you are riding in colder terrains, if it's raining, the cold can hit you a little harder. But you really cannot ask too much from these set of gloves, because if you really want a waterproof glove that comes in and keeps you dry even after 6-7 hours of riding in rain, it has to be the Gore-Tex membrane. And if you have to get the Gore-Tex membrane in, that makes a pair of gloves stupidly expensive. And considering these come in at the 4,500 mark, considering they hold well for up to 3 hours of riding in rain, and considering they double up as a warm pair of gloves, because in all these areas, even when it was not raining, it was these gloves that I've had on. And if it got really cold at night, I would actually wear them on and sleep, And considering all these points, I think they perform really well. And yes, although there is a wishing for a more waterproofing, at the price point, it's physically not possible to achieve. And with that said, I have only one more gripe, and that is to have double stitching on most of these layers. They do have double stitching on the high impact, high abrasion, high wear areas like the palms. But I did tear apart this one place over here when I was pulling the Velcro strap too hard, and that was my mistake. Really, I shouldn't. The strap is not to be pulled on, but if double stitching were to be provided over there, it would make it a little more rugged in usage. With that, I think I've covered almost all bases. They really are a comfortable pair of gloves in which you can use your phone without any hindrance. They are a good warm set of riding gloves, and they hold well in for up to 2 to 3 hours of rain riding. And you can pick these up from letsgearup.in. And I'm going to leave the link to their website in the description box below. You can check their website out for these gloves and a whole host of riding gloves, jackets, pants, boots, and helmets, and a whole host of riding accessories as well. So once again, this is Mentl Manja signing off. Ciao.